Baby, you are really great, not because the world agrees, but because you remained gentle when life tried to harden you. I have seen strength dressed in noise and power hiding behind pride, but you carry greatness like prayer, quiet, steady, undeniable. Baby, you are really great in the way you listen, without interrupting souls, in the way your silence heals more than speeches ever could. Some hearts speak to be heard, yours listens to understand. I walked among crowds that applauded, stood beneath lights that blinded truth, yet clarity arrived only when you stood beside me, without asking for proof. That is how I recognized you. Greatness is not dominance. It is not the raising of voice, nor the collection of praise. Greatness is restraint. When you could have reacted, kindness. When you could have walked away, baby, you are really great because you do not compete with souls. You complete moments. You do not rush love. You allow it to breathe. You do not demand loyalty. You inspire it. I have known ambition that crushed tenderness, dreams that devoured peace. But you taught me that success without calm is just exhaustion wearing gold. When the world became loud, you became steady. When answers failed me, you became patience. Not everyone knows how rare that is. Baby, you are really great in the way you hold pain without letting it poison you. You learn from wounds instead of living inside them. That is a royal skill no crown can teach. I have seen hearts break loudly, but yours bends quietly, then rises with grace. That is not weakness, that is mastery. You do not chase attention, yet attention follows you. You do not ask for respect, yet it arrives naturally, because authenticity has its own gravity. Baby, you are really great because you choose growth over comfort, truth over convenience, peace over being right. Only strong souls can do that. I trust your presence. That alone speaks volumes. Trust is not given to charm, it is given to consistency. You understand that love is not possession, it is protection, not control, but care, not perfection, but effort. I have seen people promise forever and abandon tomorrow, but you show up in small moments, and that is where real forever lives. Baby, you are really great, not because you never fall, but because you rise without bitterness. You forgive without forgetting lessons. You remember without reopening wounds. If the world measured greatness honestly, it would look like you on ordinary days, choosing kindness without an audience. Baby, you are really great. And I say this without decoration, without exaggeration, without borrowing words from others. I say it because time itself agrees, because patience nodded silently, because even pain learned manners. In your presence, greatness is visible when no one is watching. And I watched you then. You stayed soft in a world that rewards sharpness. You stayed honest in places where masks survive longer. You stayed loyal, even when walking away would have been easier. Baby, you are really great because you do not measure people by what they can give you. You measure them by how they feel around you. You understand that hearts are not machines. They need rest. They need reassurance. They need gentleness more than advice. I have seen confident people who collapse in solitude and quiet people who carry entire families inside them. You belong to the second kind. You carry responsibility without announcing it. You carry care without expecting reward. You carry love without turning it into a debt. Baby, you are really great because you never weaponize emotions. You never use tears as control. You never turn affection into leverage. That kind of integrity cannot be taught. It is earned through storms, through disappointments, through choosing character again and again. You learned how to pause before reacting, and in that pause, you saved relationships, you saved dignity, you saved yourself. The world is full of loud winners, but history remembers the calm builders, the ones who stayed consistent when applause disappeared. Baby, you are really great because consistency lives in you naturally. Your presence does not exhaust, it settles. Your words do not confuse, they clarify. Your love does not suffocate, it strengthens. I trust you, not because you promised, but because your actions never contradicted your heart. Trust grows slowly, but it dies quickly. And yet, with you, it kept growing. You understand that love is daily effort, not dramatic declarations. You understand that care is repetition, showing up again and again and again. Baby, you are really great because you stayed kind even after learning how cruel people can be. You did not let disappointment rewrite your nature. You let it sharpen your wisdom, not harden your heart. That is rare. Most people become guarded. You became grounded. You do not rush healing. You respect its timing. You do not shame weakness. You protect it. There is leadership in that. Real leadership. The kind that does not command, but inspires. Baby, you are real